Okay, now let's look at how to add or remove elements from a list. Okay. So this we couldn't do with tuple. Now we can do this with list. If you want to add one element, right, you can use append. So, okay, we have a list there, 2, 3, 7, none, a string. Right. Suppose we say a list, okay, a list dot append. Okay, so now if I press the tab key, it's going to tell me the methods available that starts with a. Okay, and append is available, so we use the append, and whatever element that we provide, it will be added to the end. Suppose if I say 100, and then we'll print the a list, and you see 100 is added to the end. But if you want to insert an element in a particular position, okay, yes, append function.
Does it just add that 100 in on the end of the list from the original?
Okay, so yeah, that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so the a list is that. Now, if you say append 100, then that 100 is added to the end of the list. So append always inserts at the end. But if you want to insert in a particular position, then you have to use the insert function, dot insert. Okay. And of course, now we have to give two things. One is where do you want to insert and what you want to insert. So, for example, we want to insert, first you have to give the index. Suppose you want this, whatever that you're going to, I say we want to insert 50 at the very beginning of the list. So what should be the index? 0. So you give 0 there. And so 50 is inserted there. So append, insert. So those are the two. And for adding one element, okay, there is one more which is called extend. Okay, now extend allows you to add more than one element. Okay, so extend so this ABC is added to the end. Okay. If you try to append, okay, it's going to give you an error. See, it says append takes exactly one argument, 3 are given. Now if you did this, now it took it. But see, the last element is a list, because when I change, when I put the square brackets around x, y, and z, then that became a single list. One list containing those three elements. So that's just one element, and it just stuck the one element at the end of the list. Okay? All right. So now let's yes.
It started like printing it in a vertical.
What's that? I mean, I couldn't hear you.
I'll say, like it started when I was doing that. It started printing it in a vertical list rather than straight across, and I didn't change anything. I did that just because when I when I printed this out, it did that as well.
For you too?
Yeah. Also, I have a bunch of 50s here.
Yeah, that happened with
how.
mine too.
But bunch of routines. Well, that's probably because you repeated.
Yeah, and then.
Yeah. See, every time you repeat, then it adds the number to it.
I deleted it and then I redid it. But
Yeah, that's the reason. So when you run it again and again, so every time you run, that 50 is added. So that's why you have the number of 50. And I don't know why it's printing vertical. So I'll look at it after. All right, next. So now we added stuff. What about taking out stuff? Right? So we already discussed this before, which is pop. Okay. Okay. Now pop, if you don't say anything, then the last item in the list is popped out and it's gone. Okay? Now, of course, it's permanently gone. So right now, the last element is C. Okay. So now, if you set it equal to, okay, when you do a pop, and when you set it equal to something, then the item that is popped out is saved. So pop actually returns the last item; it removes it. That's what pop does. Okay. So if you don't care about it, then you just say pop. But if you want to take that element and do something with it, then you have to assign it to a different variable. And remember, these are permanent. That's the reason why when you say add 50, so here, if we go back and run that, and I'm going to have another 50 there. One more 50, one more 50, and so on. Okay, so like that. These are permanent. Insert, it's there. And pop, it's gone. Now, if you want a particular element in a particular location to be popped out, so let's say A list, right? Okay, so now I want this 50 to be gone, then A list dot pop, of course there are two 50s, it doesn't matter which one goes. Okay. So when you specify a number, then that particular location, the value occupying that particular location will be popped out. Okay. So pop as it is, last item. Pop with an index number, then that location will be gone. And then there is remove. Say we want a list dot remove, and then you give a value. Okay. Say A. Now that A is gone. Okay. You use pop to remove a particular, a value at a particular location. And then you use remove to remove a particular value. So if that same value is repeated, then it will remove the first occurrence. Say a list is 2, 3, 5, 3, right? Then if you say a list remove 3, okay, the first occurrence is gone. Okay, not all of them, just the first occurrence.